this drone, the Mavic 4 Pro, hands down the greatest drone that I've ever used. And I have used the original Phantoms, a whole bunch of Mavics, the Inspire 1, the Inspire 2. This blows all of them out of the water. And let me just say on the kind of outset of this video, I bought this drone with my own money, so I get to say whatever I'd like about this. And I am so stoked about this drone and the abilities that it gives me as a filmmaker. So I wanted to give you my review of this drone. I've already flown it for a couple hours, used it on paid shoots, and I think there are 3 huge reasons why every filmmaker that is considering getting a drone should get this drone in particular. And the first is just the flight time alone. Now with the ability to fly up to 51 minutes, it's incredible. There's so many times where I was flying a drone in the past and just when something was about to happen or I wanted to get one more extra shot, the battery would start to go and I'd have to fly back home. Now with the ability to fly for so much longer, almost double than some of the past drones, this just allows me to get so many different shots, and shooting documentary style, I'm able to have the drone up for so long just in case anything happens that's unexpected or not planned out. I'm able to fly around, make sure I get all the shots that I want to get as much coverage as possible, and I'm not worried about the battery time because I can fly for so long. Also with the ability of delivering a 10-bit transmission up to 18.6 miles away is also just kind of crazy. Like the amount of upgrades I think they put in this drone, like it was a no-brainer for me to upgrade. And then on top of that, also being able to go up to 60 miles an hour also ensures that I'm not missing anything. With somebody that shoots motorcycle content and also surf content, being able to keep up with a bike or being able to keep up with a surfer is now just no issue whatsoever. So even just with these upgrades that I've mentioned, it was just kind of a no-brainer to buy the Mavic 4 Pro. Another no-brainer, I think, brings us directly into our sponsor, which is Artlist. As I'm sure you know, Artlist is just the greatest tool for any kind of content creator, filmmaker, with all the things that they offer from music, sound effects, templates, LUTs, footage, and now with the AI generator, kind of takes it to a whole nother level. Specifically with the AI generator, being able to go from text to image and image to video just creates so many different possibilities. And they've also upgraded it to being able to import and use your own images to create video. And so for me, whether I'm using this to create storyboards or just kind of dream up inspiration, it can also take special effects to a whole nother level to create scenes that I couldn't have even imagined before. So with all the benefits that Artlist offers, make sure to check them out. Do yourself a favor. I've included the link below. I've been using their platform for years and years and years on all my projects, both on YouTube and paid gigs. And so I reached out to them to see if they would work with me. So if you want to support this channel, make sure to check them out and just to benefit yourself as a filmmaker as well. I love Artlist. They're great. Let's get back to the Mavic 4 Pro. One of the other biggest reasons was the fact that it's got 3 lenses. Now, I'm upgrading from the Mavic 3 Classic. It only had 1 lens, so having 3 lenses is incredible for me. Also owning the Mavic 2 in the past, having to bring the drone back just to swap out lenses, it took a lot of time. And again, with surfing and other documentary content, that might mean that I miss a shot. And so having 3 lenses just to be able to swap through all the time is both a time saver and possibly a project saver. Just with the tap of a button, I can go from a 28mm to a 70mm to a 168mm lens, which is just crazy. And so for those of you that maybe have the Mavic 3 Pro that has the 3 lenses, you will definitely see the huge upgrade in quality as well. Like, this isn't just a hype thing of, oh yeah, it's got 3 lenses and they're super sweet. No, the quality is noticeably different from the Mavic 3 Pro to the 4 Pro. Like with the 3 Pro, it was great that you could have a telephoto lens, but there was a massive drop in quality when shooting on that telephoto lens. With the 168mm lens, you're shooting on a 50 megapixel camera, 4K 60, like it looks fantastic. And then also at the 28mm, you're looking at 6K 60 frames per second with a 100 megapixel camera. So with the content that I'm shooting, being able to zoom in and just maintain a high quality is kind of a must. And so the fact that the drone can do it, it's great. And then it also just opens up so many different kinds of shots that you can create with that compression of the background, creating just an epic effect in certain situations. And then with the kind of gimmicky but also cool ability of this camera to flip and shoot vertical has been great too. Now, I'm not going to use this in a lot of situations, but there's a couple situations, especially when shooting social media content for clients, I'll use this and have already used it. Again, that's not really like a game changer or anything, but the fact that I can do it just adds just one more level of functionality for how I shoot. And then lastly, my third reason why I think anybody that's thinking of upgrading should upgrade to this drone if you have the budget and the means to do so is the tracking ability. This has been improved hugely and is just able to lock onto and recognize so many different subjects all at the same time. But just flying out there and being able to see all the different subjects that I can actually track, and with a simple tap, being able to lock onto somebody, it just makes my job so much easier. Just in the last week and a bit, I've been able to lock onto boats, cars, motorcycles, surfers, people, like just so many different things, and it does so far flawlessly. The tracking has been so good that even when people or objects have gone out of frame, it still tries to track it and locks on. I need to exit out of that tracking to be able to move on to the next shot or the next thing that I want to track. Like, it locks on that good that it's kind of frustrating. And I think with the tracking too, it can now track autonomously, making these navigation decisions on its own, which again just makes my job so much easier. I climbed up a mountain, put the tracking on me. I was able to do a full orbit just with one hand. While maybe not practical for every single person, or it's gonna fit into every single person's needs, it just makes the job so much easier. Also, the ability with the camera to be able to pan up 70 degrees to see things way above the drone, and to be able to pan, like it's always done, all the way down to have that great bird's eye view. Just again, the flexibility is awesome. So when tracking, like, I'm not going to miss anything. So in conclusion, I think, coming from the Mavic 3 Classic to the Mavic 4 Pro has just been night and day. The quality, the features, the functions, everything that the Mavic 4 Pro offers, I'm so excited about, and has allowed me to get shots that I would never have been able to get before. I would highly recommend it to anybody that's thinking of upgrading or wants to upgrade. But again, if you have the budget, if you have the means of doing it. If you just need a drone for getting just a wide establishing shot, that's kind of like your go-to for drones, you probably don't need to upgrade. But if you want the features that I've mentioned, being able to use a 168mm telephoto lens to zoom in on your subjects, to be able to track them effortlessly, and to just have the flight time to be able to shoot as much content as possible so that you're not missing anything, again, I think this is the drone for you. But let me know what you think. Are all the reviews, is my review just total hype? Do you want it? Have you shot on it? Let me know your thoughts. I would love to hear from you. And as always, I'll see you in the next video.